Hello children, uh, if you are crazy about watercolors, then definitely this video is going to help you out to start with it. Okay, now here you can see I have certain materials along with me. Very few materials are required. This is the watercolor tube set, okay, and it's artist's quality of Camel company. Okay, it's very good and easily available here. So it contains 12 shades, different shades you can see. Okay, and this is there are 3 blue colors here. This one is cobalt blue, means light sky blue. This one is Prussian blue, deep blue you may say, okay, the darkest blue shade. This one is ultramarine blue. You can use it in sky, water, or general areas which feels blue. Now there are 2 red grades also. One is vermilion hue, okay, and another one is crimson lake. It's a pinkish color if you use water, and this will give you a reddish, light reddish effect. Now it's burnt sienna, means brown in shade. It's ivory black. It's sap green. It's viridian hue. Now 3 yellow shades are there. The lighter shade is lemon yellow. Then a bit dark shade is gamboge hue, and yellow ochre. It's a muddy color, and that's all the colors I am having. So you can use student colors also. If you are having tube color, it is good, and you can use cakes also for practicing, but it should be of good quality, okay, because the materials are very essential. If you are having good quality materials, you will get the better result. Okay, now this is the set I'm going to use, and here you need very limited brushes. Make sure the brush contains lot of water inside it. Okay, this is the belly area and this is the tip part. So you should be having minimum 2 or 3 brushes. As I can show you, I am having 4 brushes, 1 flat brush for filling bold areas, means wider areas, and 3 different sizes brushes are there. This brush I can use in point works, lines, dots, and this can be done also, okay, using this brush also, but it needs a balance. You need tissue paper or paper towel, or you can use cotton cloths for wiping out the brushes and sometimes wiping out the colors also. Water container. It is better to have 2 containers, one for washing the brushes and another for mixing the colors, okay, taking out the colors, but here generally I am using only one. So, and last one is the mixing palette. Okay, so here I have poured almost all the colors. You can see this is cobalt blue, then ultramarine blue, this is burnt sienna, this is vermilion hue, means red, this is yellow ochre, this is viridian green, you may call it, okay, this is crimson lake, this is gamboge yellow, this is lemon yellow, this is sap green, now this is black, and this one is Prussian blue. So these are the 12 colors. Let's know about watercolor, how to use it. So there are 2 processes. One is wet on wet and another is dry on wet. So what is wet on wet? Means you can understand by the name. So before applying colors, how to prepare the colors, this is most important thing. Okay, your palette should be clear enough so that you can see all the colors. and I have already put the colors here. And if you know your colors will get dried, so just take water and pour some waters on each colors, okay, so that the colors came out very easily, whether using tube colors or cake colors pans, okay. So student grades are there and artist grades are there. For better result you should be using artist quality, okay. And lastly, the paper. Here I'm using chart paper. It costs around 5 rupees, 5 to 7 rupees, and this is A6 size, means I have A5 size, sorry. I have cut the chart paper in 6 pieces, okay. So just for practicing it is enough. So let us know how to prepare colors, okay. Here you can see I am having blue. This is cobalt blue. So just dip the brush. First of all, take a brush on your water on your brush, then take it on the mixing area and use a bit water. So you can see, more the water you will be using, more the lighter tone you will be getting, okay. Less the water you will be using, less the darker tone you will be getting, okay. More water, lighter tone, less water, darker tone. So let's use it on the paper, okay. How to use it? Zooming in. So here suppose just there is a magic on the brush also, okay. While using the tip of the brush, you can draw lines like this, okay. And if you use complete belly, you can get a bolder area like this, okay. Now this should be the movement. You can see this should be the movement. Do not rub the area, okay. Now wet on wet. What is wet and wet? In this way you can use colors, okay. Suppose I need a different color over here, okay. So I am taking red here, vermilion, you can see, and mixing with blue here. You can see a purple color has came. Now you can use it like this also, okay, to get a blend effect. You can see, okay. This is as the area is wet, so it will be getting blend automatically, okay. Next, suppose you want to mix colors, okay, then how to mix it? Let us take this blue color again. Here you can see I am taking the blue color and mixing with yellow color, okay. You can use this lemon yellow and see what will happen. It's getting a bluish green, okay. So you can see how it affects. This is the process. Lot of water is required for lighter tones, and do not rub like this, okay. Just use the tip for lines and use the complete belly for filling colors, okay. Now this is the process of blending. Once again, take a bit of water, more water. Now you can see the darker tone to lighter tone. More lighter tone you require, just use, wipe the brush with the help of tissue paper, take fresh water and just use the water only, and in this way you can use it, okay. You can see the light tone, okay. I think this is the main process, okay. Now suppose you want more darker color, okay, then you have to let it dry, okay. So first tone, here I am using again first tone, and I need more darker color, okay. So then I will be using first tone, again mixing the palette, preparing the color, okay. This time I'm going to use bluish green again, so I am using cobalt blue with viridian hue. So gradually downwards it will be increasing the darkness. Here you can see the darkness. Okay, and as the area was wet, so this area automatically get blend with each other. Okay, now for getting straight lines you can again use the tip of the brush like this. Okay, for covering the entire area you have to use the belly of the brush, means complete area of the brush. Okay, now this is the process of starting with watercolor. Okay, these are the grains. Let me zoom it, you can see. I think now it's clearly visible. See the grains. Okay, here you can see the grains. Now one more thing, suppose you don't want this thing to be more darker, so just take the tissue paper and pour it like this, or you may use your brush, dry brush only, and place the tip of the brush like this and wipe it. Okay, this is the again process, but it should be wet, the area should be wet. Okay, so this is how we can apply watercolors. Let us try some simple images to draw and start applying colors. Watercolor is sketch medium, so do not do detail work. Okay, let's try. So here let's start with a simple village, huts. The two huts are there. Let's draw two huts like this. Okay, two huts are very close to each other, and one more hut is there. We can draw in a simple way. Okay, should be very smaller in size, and land is there. That's it. Okay, you can add door also. Just suggest door, window. Okay, this is the left part. This is the right part. Okay, similarly. This is one part, this is another part, the walls also. Okay, and trees are there. That's it. Okay, so let's start the color. As the area is wider, so I'm going to use this flat brush to fill it, and here's the palette. So always start from lighter tone. Okay, so for lighter tone means light green is there, so I'm going to use yellow, lemon yellow first. I'm going to use lemon yellow first. How I am preparing the color. This is lemon yellow, and here I am taking a lot of color here. Okay, you may see, and using white also. Water also. Here is lemon yellow, and I'll mix it with a slightly varied to get the lighter tone. Let's use it. Okay, so in this way you can start filling the color speedily. If you're having small brush, then you have to wet the area, but the paper should be a bit thicker. A minimum 300 GSM paper is required. So here in this way we can start applying colors. Now this is the lighter tone. I can use it in the base also. Same color I can use it in the base also, like this. And point of interest should be this area, so gradually the color should be getting dark. Here I am taking viridian green again with yellow and using a bit dark tone here in the base. This is the first tone. Okay, now if I will use this green, same green in this area. This is wet on wet. Okay, as the base is wet, and again I am using different colors on it. You can see. Okay, there no need to do detail. Okay, gradually I will be increasing the colors, the tones of the colors. So here you can see gradually I am trying to increase the colors. Now you can blend more colors here. You can prepare colors, different colors by mixing a lot of colors. You can see I have taken blue and red. Okay, so on the lower area I will be using it to get a darker tone like this. Okay, in this way you can gradually increase the darkness. Okay, you can see I am trying to increase the darkness. Now more dark is required, then you have to use more colors. Okay, let's use it. Why more dark is required? You have to create a contrast, means dark, then light, then dark, then light, then dark, like this. Okay, then it will be more visible, more prominent. Okay, so I can mix any color here. Okay, I'm going to prepare red, yellow and green. This time I have taken a bit less amount of water and I will use a Prussian blue here to get a more darker color. Okay, so let's start applying more colors like this. Taking care of the drawing is essential. Okay. You can use black to blue and black. Here you can see the darkness, but water should be there. Okay, water should be there. Let me show one more interesting thing. Here you can use sprinkles. As the area is wet like this, you can use sprinkles and it will be getting blend with each other. Look how I am using it, taking care of the drawing and using the colors rapidly, randomly. Okay, so this is how we will be doing. Now gradually the colors are getting lighter to darker. Okay, so this is wet and wet process. So the paper is wet and I am using the color over it. That's it. Now let's come to the area. Better if you leave this area to be dry, this area, so that these colors may not come to this area. Okay, so wait for it. Okay, you can see it's almost getting dried. So here is one more process. I am just turning the you can see that the color is moving. Okay, in this way also you can spread the color. Okay, and then you can feel the amount of water. So almost the color has been spreaded in the entire area. So let's start with this part. So you may select any color. I am going to leave this area lighter and darker so that contrast may be created. So again I am going to use here yellow color first. This time I am going to use this round brush. Okay. Lighter yellow ochre I am going to use, means to get a brownish effect, muddy effect, along with chrome yellow ochre and chrome yellow. Look, I am preparing yellow ochre and chrome yellow, like ambrose yellow, sorry. So this is a muddy color, you can see, and taken a lot of amount of water. So I have to use it, leaving this top area a bit white and trying to use the belly, okay, and very slowly I am trying to fill the color, okay. As this area I am going to use darker, so nothing to worry about, crossing the colors. Here you can see the color was there, so this is how you can feel the color. Very light color, means just I'm taking water and trying to cover the area like this, okay. So here you can see that color has came out, so I'm going to use dry brush to soak the color like this, okay. You can see, you can use dry brush to soak the color. Here also you can use, otherwise you may leave it also, it looks good, This is the watercolor effect actually. Generally those who dares, they leave this area like this, okay. So now this time I'm going to use the tip of the brush and I'm going to use blue color over it. Here I'm going to use ultramarine blue and a bit red to get that purple tone, okay. So I'm going to use the tip of the brush. You can see tip of the brush, few lines just to suggest this way, few lines like this to suggest the lighter and darker part. I will be mixing the area, okay, like this. And if you're not satisfied with this line, just take dry brush and break the line like this, okay. Dry brush, just you need a dry brush, otherwise wipe it like this to make it more lighter, okay, like this. Now almost dark light has came. You can leave up to this, but few details are required, okay. So let's let it dry, then we will be using dry on wet. Now let's check whether this area has been dried out or not by just simply touching your hand. Yes, I can feel almost dried. So let's draw some details, not completely, okay. So here again I am taking brush, the round brush, and this time I am going to increase the color. So here I am again taking red vermilion hue along with the blue clippered color which I have used in this tree area. So let's try out some. I'm going to use the tip of the brush this time to suggest few lines to get the not in detailed areas, just wherever it is required. If you can use it, okay. Now let's differentiate this wall and the backside wall with a darker tone, taking care of the shape of you can see few small strokes I have used. And if you feel this area more darker is required, then immediately take the same color, okay, and apply over it like this. you will be getting darker tone. Okay, this is the process. Now let's draw a door here, just darkening the area, suggesting there is a door like this. Okay, and the same thing I will be doing in this also, this area, using the tip of the brush. And you may differentiate this part also by simply using a bit more dark, the same color here, that yellow ochre color you can see, and I can use this area also to darken the area like this. Okay, few strokes you may use to suggest. You can see in this way. So though it was not necessary to do, okay, so check the drawing. So here you can feel. Now same you can do in this area also. Okay, very carefully, very slowly, nothing to hurry about. You can draw some strokes suggesting like this, okay, to suggest like this. And similarly on the same color I will be taking here also few strokes, and let us differentiate this wall also by using a bit more darker tone. Like this, very slowly. You can see. So I think the shape has came already. Let's draw a shadow here, the shadow of the roof. Okay, and this area also. Now let's draw the door of this. This time I have taken that dark Prussian blue, and you can suggest a window here like this. Just put a dot. Don't do it in detail, okay? Just few suggestions are now this way you can get the shape. Okay, so you may leave it if you are satisfied. If you want to now, okay, let me show you how to use dry, wet on dry, as this area is being dried. So let's you can increase the darkness, as this already has been colored. So next time whenever you will be using color, it will be getting darker, okay, over it. So if you don't want details, just take flat brush, again prepare color, which whatever color you want to use. I'm going to increase the darkness. Okay, this side I'm going to use a bit darker, so I am taking color and simply trying to use the same process that I used earlier. Okay, here it's still wet, so gradually you can increase the darkness like this. Okay, now let's see, it's a bit greenish color this time, and this time I have taken less water. The water is there. Here you can see I am gradually trying to increase the darkness, and this way I can suggest few tree suggestions, distant trees, and I can use black color also. You can see I have prepared black, means taken Prussian blue and black, mixing both of it, taking a lot of water and just using the sprinkles. Okay, like this. You can the area should be wet. Okay, now this is the second tool. You can see the darkness. This was the earlier color, and here I am increasing the darkness gradually. Okay, like this. You can leave strokes like this. Now you can feel the contrast, means dark, maximum light. Okay, now let's balance this. You have to increase the darkness here also. Okay, so that the eye rotation should be properly. So as I have used green colors, you can use any color, but take much more water. Always take water, then you can use a layable layer. Here the bluish tone is there, so I'm going to convert it into green. So I'm going to use yellow over gold. You can see I have prepared a bluish green, and I'm going to use simple stroke. Okay, just to increase the darkness. You can see the light. Now you can use yellow color also for getting brighter color. So I'm going to use Gamboge yellow over it to get a more brighter color. You can see. Now mix it very slowly, very slowly. Now this is the process of blending colors. I have already explained. Now you can increase some darkness in the lower area also. Now you can see, okay, the color. Now this area became, the point of interest. As the color is very much bright, so I'm going to off the bright to make this area point of interest. Okay, by simply taking water on the brush and very slowly. I'm not rubbing the area like this. You can see the blend. Okay. Now this is how you can complete your work. Okay. And you may use figures also to make it more interesting. Later drawing we will be drawing. So that's all. I think now we can start. Let's have a closer look. Here you can see the amount of water. Okay, it's still wet. When it will be getting dry, you will find the color is little bit faded. It happens due to the quality of the paper. Okay, it's not your fault. For it, and you can break this after drying. So see the rose, the stones, color tones. Isn't it interesting? I think now you can start the work. Okay, so best of luck, and let's start.